The Middle East war is entering one of its most dangerous phases yet, with tensions reaching levels not seen in decades. Developments on the ground and in the air are moving with unprecedented speed, drawing in global powers and risking a wider regional conflagration. Iran has officially rejected former U.S. President Donald Trump's ultimatum regarding the Strait of Hormuz, a move that has sent shockwaves through diplomatic circles. Meanwhile, deadly missile exchanges between Iran and Israel continue to expand across the region, targeting both military and civilian sites. In Israel's northern city of Haifa, an Iranian missile struck a residential building, killing at least 2 people and injuring several others in a devastating attack. Rescue teams worked through the night, searching through unstable rubble, with 2 residents still reported missing as families wait for news. Authorities confirmed that the missile destroyed nearly half of the apartment block, leaving dozens of families displaced and in shock. The targeting of this residential area is raising serious fears that civilian infrastructure is becoming a primary target in this escalating conflict. Tensions sharply intensified after Trump warned Tehran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz by Tuesday or face direct military action. The ultimatum specifically mentioned potential attacks on Iran's power plants, bridges, and other critical national infrastructure. Iranian officials immediately rejected the warning, calling the threat an incitement to war crimes and a violation of international law. Former Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif condemned the statement, saying Iran would defend itself against any further aggression from the West. Tehran warned that if attacks continue, not only Hormuz but global energy routes across the region could be placed at risk. This is a threat that analysts believe could send massive shockwaves through international oil markets and the global economy. U.S.-Israeli military operations struck at least 12 Iranian cities within hours, marking a massive escalation in the air campaign. According to Iranian media, at least 13 people were killed in Baharistan County near Tehran as strikes hit residential zones. Heartbreaking reports indicate that several children were among the casualties, with residential buildings and research facilities suffering heavy damage. Strikes also hit areas near universities and key energy installations, disrupting daily life and essential services across the country. Iran's Atomic Energy Organization accused the U.S. and Israel of attacking a heavy-water nuclear facility, calling the strike a crime against science. Meanwhile, Israeli forces confirmed completing a new wave of attacks targeting Iranian government infrastructure deep inside Tehran. The conflict is no longer limited to Iran and Israel. Missile and drone attacks have now spread across several Gulf countries. Air defenses were activated in Abu Dhabi after intercepted aerial threats were reported over the city. Falling debris injured a foreign national. In Kuwait, officials reported strikes targeting vital energy and water facilities, causing significant concern for regional stability. An oil installation in Bahrain was also reportedly attacked, marking a further expansion of the conflict into strategic energy hubs. These developments confirm growing fears that the war is transforming into a regional confrontation involving multiple states and strategic infrastructure. Despite the ongoing military operations, intense diplomatic efforts are underway behind the scenes to find a way out of the crisis. Mediators from Pakistan, Egypt, and Turkey are reportedly attempting to negotiate a 45-day ceasefire between the primary combatants. However, sources describe the chances of success as slim, with both sides continuing military operations while negotiations proceed indirectly. China and Russia have also urged an immediate halt to military actions, warning that continued escalation threatens global stability and security. The war is already impacting everyday life worldwide, as rising oil prices linked to the Strait of Hormuz instability increase fuel costs. Consumers across Asia, Europe, and developing economies are feeling the pinch at the pump as energy markets react to the uncertainty. Energy-dependent nations are now scrambling to secure alternative supplies, fearing long-term disruptions to major trade routes. Shipping companies are closely monitoring potential disruptions to one of the world's most important and sensitive trade routes. Military analysts warn that the coming days may determine whether diplomacy returns, or whether the Middle East enters a much wider war. If infrastructure attacks expand or shipping lanes are disrupted, the conflict could trigger a severe and lasting global energy crisis. We could see expanded regional military involvement as more nations are forced to take sides in the escalating regional confrontation. The resulting economic consequences worldwide would be severe, impacting trade, security, and the cost of living for billions of people. For now, missile exchanges continue, civilians remain at risk, and the world watches closely as tensions approach a critical turning point. This situation is evolving hour by hour. Stay informed, stay updated, and follow reliable sources as events unfold across the Middle East. Subscribe now and turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest global updates. Thank you for watching and stay safe.